It's TOL Week 2, and we got Tecmo Titans, one of Bobby's AI teams, Tecmo Titans, going up against GI Joe. At least I think the Tecmo Titans are AI. Maybe because I've done no research or any sort of update, am I aware of what's going on. So we got skid mark, GI Joe going with the white and green, a little jet formation going off against Tecmo Titans. And I believe that's Joe Mitchell right there on the return, looking to make some noise out to the 31. Motion, Smith on the pass, but he is going to get blitzed and roadblock with a big sack. You guys don't have to put an X if you don't want. You can just put a period for their first name if all you want is their last name. So there is, I've got a big Johnson comes up and doesn't do a whole lot. 3rd and 15, called play. The blitz, he fires it off and is able to pick up 4 yards, but that will not be enough. So out trots the punt team, disappointing 3 and out. Puntley fires it to Serpentino. He takes it at the 6. Great punt. Still fighting. Oh, if his blocker would have done anything, maybe he could have got free. Note that's their entire running back right there is also punt returner. Interesting strategy. Bold strategy, Cotton. And Serpentino fires his way out for an 11-yard gain. Gives him a little breathing room out beyond the 20. Hawk now into pass. He's got a dump down. Oh, a good block there by the lineman. Get those big paws up. And it is just white versus white here, folks. I don't know if you've seen that. That may really cost these teams. Without any darkies on the field, they may be in big trouble. They go for that little wide out open, and it works well. The run game thus far is working nicely, getting them into their field. They pitch to Serpentino. Guessing heavy rush team. He flies through. Couple of missed blocks. Blows through somebody. What a run. And just disjointed tackling. It's like they've never done a team tackling drill on Tecmo Titans. And so pretty pathetic. Serpentino is there. And you can tell, as usual, G.I. Joe never pays their kicker. And so there he is. But did plunk it in. All right, on the mark, a.k.a. on the skid to Joe. And Joe does not do a very good job that time and just blunders his way out to the 30. A lot of pressure. Oh, roadblock comes in. The D line looking pretty fierce. And right away, they are in 2nd and 18 long. Oh, and then somebody grabs him. Will anyone help? No. The fridge. Do not mess with the fridge. Pretty cool that he made it into both G.I. Joe and, of course, the actual NFL. Pressure up the middle forces a quick throw. A great grab. And look at that, 4th and 25. Maybe this G.I. Joe team is going to have some stifling defense. Although, honestly, I thought it was tough to make an incredibly good defense, even if you put your 11 best players on D. All right, and there is that punt returner. Can't hit the outside edge. We're going motion here for Hawk. Called play. He gets the ball off. Shadow blows through somebody. I think he got a first down on that. What a play. First, I can't believe the QB got away and got the ball off. Second, great catch. Then he bowled over somebody and picked up 5 yak. Here's Serpentino, tries to sprint out to the outside, unable to do so, didn't have a lot of green to work with. So it strips to the near side. Hawk with the pitch, not a pass, looked like they were faking it. But he coughs up the ball. Oh, so lucky. That is why you hustle, friends. That is why you get over there. Even though he was on the outside, ball bounced back into the play field. Lots of Tecmo Titans there, but they didn't do anything. He fights his way for a hard 5. They're starting to shut down that run just a little bit better. They come to it, and they do chop him down. Big 3rd and 3. You feel like if they go down 14-0, it's going to be real hard to come back from. He can make a move. Oh, he makes a great move. Then puts on the Jets in the sideline. 1st and 10, just outside the 10. So he's got a yard bonus there. And that will do it. So 7-0, but in threatening scoring position. They pitch it out to him. He's got a fair amount of green, and he just uses that blocker. Look at that blocker out there. Use that perfectly. That's what you do. Your front to their back. That is what we're looking for. And that is going to be wide. Doesn't even connect. You know he shanked the hell out of that one. Skidmark having a bit of a rough time. Here's good old Joe, a.k.a. Shitbag, a.k.a. Rage Quit. Motion. One of the problems when you don't have a good line, that play in particular is rough. And it looks like GIJ has stacked their defensive line. A lot of pressure. Fires it to Mitchell. Caught. Oh, and he avoids it. There he goes. 30, 20. Will anyone catch him? One man will. Good old roadblock. What hustle from the defensive end to get all the way downfield. Saves a potential touchdown. Let's see if this D can stiffen. Doesn't look like they will. Did you catch him? 2nd and 3. Will they go right back to that same play? They will. He's got blockers in front, and he's just going to trot into the end zone. So Sam Johnson. Check out the size of mine. No, I will not eat green eggs and ham. Kicks it right through. Knight, he looks pretty shitty. Fires it to the Baroness. Different returner of note. So they only have their RB1 doing punt returns. Baroness looked pretty fucking slow. Serpentino gets a great block. Helps him pick up another 7. They go right back to it. It's got a lot of green here. And another easy first down. Just chipping away, chipping away. They love this formation. They go right back to it. It's been so long since I've played regular Tecmo. I've got to see if it's an easy spot versus that of the pass. They do have both at least in the offense. And look at the hustle there. He was met at the line of scrimmage, but he just kept driving, kept his feet moving. There he was. Serpentino battling to the 30. Another first down. Motion. They swing it down. The line collapses. Doesn't really matter, but he can't hit the outside. Only picks up a yard. See if they go pass, or if they're just going to stick with that effective run. They continue to run. I don't blame them. It's worked well. This time, though, we can't get to the outside. Now it's 3rd and 6. Will they pitch it again? They do. Has some blockers in front, but a great chop down right at the knees. He's got no chance. So in trots Skidmark, who needs to make up for that missed extra point. But remember, he blows and he shanks the hell out of it. And it's blocked, no less. All right, so loss of a few on the block. Let's see if the Tecmo Titans can do anything. Not against a called play. They will simply lose 5 and a few precious seconds tick off. Well behind the sticks and the clock. Swinging up to Johnson. Oh, he takes a bad angle. Everybody takes a bad angle. Johnson continues to run. 40, 30, down at the 22 with time for one more play. Huge run to put him in field goal position. Remember, their kicker looked pretty shitty himself. Called play. This is painful. Oh, and he leads him out of bounds even though he had a lot of green there. That's also going to push that setup to the bottom hash, making that tougher. And he just shanks the hell out of it. That's brutal. Obviously, somebody did a boob show. He looked, his head went. And there it is. 14 seconds here. And I don't know what the hell that was. Terrible throw. These bastards just kneel down. They essentially do that, swing it to the up. Who makes a break, but then does get tied up and then fumbles again. I believe that's his second one, but not that costly. So welcome to TOL. I assume you all understand. TOL stands for Tim owns this fucking league. Any questions about that? Just look at the record books. Alright, Knight with the kick. So we will see G.I. Joe. They've angled it to the far side. You can see how slow Baroness is. Wrapped up at the 6, fighting hard, and it's just going to go down. Barely even got to the ball in the end zone. They pitch it up. Oh, he's got a fair amount of green. Everybody takes a shitty angle. Finally, they bring him down, but not after a 20-some yard gain. Here comes motion. They try the plunge. He's got a fair amount of pressure. Fires it quick, but really well covered. The return receiver didn't even turn his head. Receiver's going to take it. Oh, he could have. He's going deep for Zartan with the jumping catch. Impressive. And then the faulty dive. And Zartan will stroll in. G.I. Joe, not known for the passing attack. But guess what? General Hawk fired it. A beautiful lob. I like how he didn't wait. I like how he was decisive. Another complete shank from Skidmark. And it is now 7-19. See what Mitchell could do. He was looking pretty fast, and all he does is plow into 4 guys. Apparently, that's what he's been dreaming about. Pitch it down to Johnson. He follows his blockers. Pretty nice run. Gets 9. Now they pitch it to the opposite. Goes nowhere and loses 2 and wasn't even a called play. Motion. The line actually holds for the first time all day, and he's able to find Johnson. Not a huge gain, but enough to move the chains. Now they're in trips formation, but it's called, and Sergeant Slaughter is in there. Speaking of Slaughter, that's what he did. Now they go shotgun. He's got a man open. Actually, he had another guy up top. Thompson looks pretty fast. He fires off and is able to hustle for the first down. Looked like my kid on the field. Pass. Big pressure. Oh. That should have been caught. That should have been picked. Double back set. Going to swing it down. He's got some decent blockers standing right there. Thompson picks up an easy first, plus another 10 or 12 for change. Keep the change, you filthy animal. They swing it right back. They saw something they like, but they don't like Thompson avoiding a huge green field and running into a downed man. I think this looks like a called play, and still somehow the guy picks up tons of yards, makes it 3rd and inches. Field goal not that useful. Should get the first. Takes a weird angle, but all he needs is 2. Gets it easy. They've really switched their attack to the run, and it's working a lot better. He's sprinting all the way and will score. Huge. Ryan Thompson fires it in and says, "Look at me, I'm number 1." See if he can drain this. I don't know. It's a low kick. Doinks it off. Oh, painful. Trying to take advantage of the G.I. Joe miss. They have missed 2. There's super slow Baroness struggling. And brought down at the 13. Shotgun formation. So no run. There's pressure up the middle. And diving. Look at that play. A lot of action for 4 yards. The guy dives to catch it all the way across the field. Again, they go pass. And what? The wide receiver was right there. Didn't even put his hands out. Nobody throws to him. He thought he was just running around as a distraction. Oh, and he had a chance to be a hero, but he stopped moving his feet, lowered his head, and dove. Cardinal sins against a good open field runner. Here's pressure up the middle. And it's an INT, exactly what the Tecmo Titans needed. Ball in the G.I. Joe's territory. And they're sticking with that run. Look at him get through everybody. Picks up 9. They hand it off. Thought it was going to be a fake. Still a pretty solid pickup there. Easy first down. 1st and 10 at the 31. Time, no issue. Got his short dump down. Now he forces it in. Dangerous throw. Either tuck and run or dump it off to the open man. Let's see what happens here. The line has done a much better job. Oh, and then he finds Ramirez. Now it's 1st and 10 at the 11. And, oh, but then he loses 9 or 10. Painful 2nd and 20 at the 21. Shotgun formation. Got his guy open, but he pushed it too far in his excitement. That could have tied or won, or at least put him in the lead. They try it again. He's got a couple of choices. He tosses it out of bounds, just collapsing under the pressure. So they'll have to settle for a field goal. 2 field goals could tie the game. Not a great kick, but he's down low. Let's see if he can doink it in. He doinks it off. What an idiot. All that hard work, all that trial and error and trying to figure shit out for nothing. They give him a first down. Questionable. Here comes motion. He's got a guy there. I can't believe he got the play off. Hawk with a quick fire, but incomplete. Going pass again. Triple covered, double covered, knocked away. 3rd and 10. They may get the ball right back. Shotgun formation. 3 passes in a row. Called play. He fires it to nobody. Where's the intentional grounding? The refs didn't see it. Out trots the punt team trying to cling to this precious 6-point lead. No pressure. They fire it away. Pretty good coverage. Thompson will have a chance to return at the 9. Looking to get around, guys. Hits the outside. Gets one friendly block to the 27. So it's 72 yards to Pater. Got a quick dump off. Knocked away. Probably wise. Looked like no one was catching that. 2nd and 10. Offset formation for Smith. He keeps the ball. He's got a choice. Can just fire it right to that good running back. There's Ryan Thompson with speed. Looking to avoid some dudes. Gets a couple of divers. Continuing to run. And fights hard all the way down to the 32. They take their first time out. Really unnecessary. They try the same formation. This time they cover him, but they lead it. Sam Johnson. He does get tied up, though. Can't sidestep the defender. Only picks up 3. Nice job with pressure in his face from the QB. Here, he's going to take himself. Oh, terrible angle. He had the gap. All he had to do was run. He was looking fast. Winds up tangled up with the linebacker. And, oh, he fires it to Johnson, who's going to give him that first down. Huge play, risky play there. 56 seconds. Again, time not much of an issue, but a TD must have. It's a call play. Takes forever. Diving touchdown grab on a call play with 2 defenders there. What the hell? Logan Smith fires it in. I have yet to see my name on this fucking thing. And there's somebody right there. Oh, they can't get the block. 20-19. I mean, Tecmo Titans, obviously. There's no Titan bigger than me. Baroness trotting out. Met hard at the 25. So it's a long, long way to go. G.I. Joe not built for this kind of thing. They sweep it out. Is able to toss a couple of people. Look at that. If he gets a diver, tosses this guy. 19 seconds. Holy shit. I just said not built for this kind of thing. And he is double fisting the flick off. Unbelievable. What a run. Put that on your highlight reel. He'll shank another one. So I think he's 1 for 4. They need a prayer here because not even a field goal doesn't do it. So Mitchell looking to see what he can do and gets chopped down. So they are in big trouble. This team also not built for a huge score. Line can't hold and down he goes. Sergeant Slaughter with the sack. Check that out. So Tecmo Titans could not handle the pressure. Despite throwing 62%, 197, Serpentor ran for 281. Look at that, a 24-yard average. Excuse me, 14-yard average. Pretty fucking impressive. And I believe we're going to get to see some conditions here. Let's check them out. Tecmo Titans have dropped to 0-2. Logan Smith, he's locking in at a 10. That QB blows. Thompson, good. Frankie Mitchell, he's up to excellent already. Ramirez, solid tight end. Center is brilliant. Looks like a bunch of schmediums over here. Those are some slow-ass defenses. All right, Tecmo Titans 0-2. They're in my team. Oh, glorious. Still got to get used to this. Who the fuck did they just play? G.I. Joe. Up and over 2, Bobby. They're 2-0. Look at them. Snake Eyes was hurt. Oh, that's why they had fucking Serpentor in there, but he's just as good. Obviously, if their sub comes in, they'll go down big time. I wonder why Baroness sucks so bad. Went with a not particularly strong O-line. Sergeant Slaughter's a badass. Cobra Commander looking good. Pretty solid D for G.I. Joe. And it's obviously paid off at 2-0.